Pat, thank you for receiving me in your courtyard.
You're very welcome here to the Ireland Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai. A real honour to have you.
Thank you. I know key facts, or at least what we discussed before, that you have such a large community of Irish people living in the UAE.
That's right.
But also you look at the UAE as a hub of transit for the Irish people when they go back home and they go
Absolutely.
to so many places. You wanted to promote Ireland in its multifaceted, genuine fields. So what is the main message you want to get out of your participation here?
I think we were convinced from the moment when we knew that Expo would be coming here to Dubai, that this was really a platform and an opportunity that we really were invested in and wanted to be part of. And there were so many reasons for this. First of all, as you say, we have a terrific and quite large Irish community, over 10,000 Irish here in the UAE, very happily settled and very much contributing over the years to the development of Dubai to be the great multicultural international hub. And as a hub, of course, it's also extremely important to us in terms of commerce, in terms of trade, not just for the UAE or even for the Gulf, but much further afield. And for that reason, many of our state agencies have their headquarters, their regional hubs here in Dubai, and do great work from here. So it was always the case that this was going to be really important for us. We also knew that Dubai, being Dubai, would do a great job, and that the Expo that they would deliver would be world class. For us, Expo 2020 Dubai was happening at exactly the right time. It was so badly needed, and we were determined to take full advantage of it.
You know, through the journey here, you have like 3 main phases or 4 main phases that the visitors go through.
That's right.
Have you measured the people when they come in and when they leave, the kind of how much they have changed to their perception or to their started to have a deeper understanding of Ireland?
I think from the get-go we said that our pavilion would have a very strong human dimension. So we put huge emphasis on interaction by our team with the visitor, talking to them out front as they're waiting to come through, meeting with them here in our courtyard. Our musicians will talk to them about the instruments they're playing. So it's all about conversation. And we find that our visitors really respond to that. I suppose what we try to do here is we want to give a sense that you're coming into an Irish home. The Irish, we are a hospitable people, where people are kind enough to say that about us, and we certainly try to ensure that the visitor feels that hospitality. We feel that there's something here for you, but we really, above all, want you to go away feeling that you had a really good connection, you had a really meaningful engagement with Irish people here in the Ireland Pavilion, and that you leave with that extra knowledge and that comfort that you now have even more Irish friends than you had before.
What do you love about the Expo? If you speak about it, one thing or 2 things that you really loved about this Expo?
I love the multicultural variety of it. The fact that at our doorstep we have people from all of these different countries, and all of them here in a very positive spirit. We're all in this together. In fact, the whole point of it was to bring as many pavilions as possible together on stage out there in Jubilee Park, celebrating the fact that here we are together at Expo. It's nights like that you go home and you think, with a lot of hard work, but you know what, we're doing something really quite special and quite unique here.
You'll be celebrating for the first time St. Patrick's Day in the UAE and what you usually celebrate around the world.
Yes.
Like, you're going to have St. Patrick's Day parade, you're going to have a whole host of activity. Can you give a glimpse of what you're planning?
At the beginning of the run of Expo, we were conscious that we were going to have some great programs here in the pavilion. We have our Expo players, our young Irish musicians. We did a lot of events here. But we were also conscious that we needed to reach out beyond the pavilion. We're going to have a really terrific and impactful St. Patrick's Festival here at Expo 2020. The program here, apart from in Dublin, it's the largest program that we're putting together anywhere. On the 17th itself, we're having a whole series of events, starting with a business breakfast here on site. Then we're of course, then the wonderful ceremonial that Expo organises with flag raising and anthems and cultural
It's going to happen in Al Wasl.
down in Al Wasl, and then in the afternoon, then up here at the Festival Garden and in the sports arena, we're going to have the Irish Football Association, the GEA, will be doing a training camp with young kids, and then of course we're going to have our parade, the Irish Parade, led by 2 Irish Army pipers. So that will be a very colourful, and lots of razzmatazz, lots of flags and lots of Irish dancers and musicians and so on. And then of course I suppose the highlight of the day will be our gala concert in Al Wasl in the evening, which will feature Martin Hayes, the world famous Irish traditional musician, and it's a full day from 7 in the morning right on. So there'll be no rest for anybody.
No rest
on
for
St. Patrick's
anybody.
Day.
I think we all look forward for the St. Patrick's Day. Any final thoughts or message?
Well, I think first of all, huge appreciation to the UAE and to Dubai and the organising committee and Her Excellency for the marvellous job that they have done in producing this extraordinarily successful Expo. An enormous tribute and appreciation for that.
No, I thank you for your time. And definitely, as you said, we have gained friends. I'm sure any jobs we're going to get after that, it will be boring compared to what we're doing. So thank you once again.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me here. Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you, Omar. Thank you.